Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a hot minute since I've done a video, so thank you for being patient with me. I really appreciate it. And while I was gone, we also got past 400 subscribers, so I thank you. I truly do really thank everybody who has subscribed, because yeah, it really means a lot to me. Like, I never thought that I'd get, past 100, or 400 is just, yeah, mind-boggling to me, and I really appreciate all of you. And you always leave me the nicest comments as well, so I appreciate, every single one of you. Now, just because it's been a little bit since I've done a video doesn't mean that I've not been buying figures. So here they all are here. So we've got some really cool ones. I've been trying to find some more unique ones that I want to review and check out. So yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe, because we're going to be looking at all of these probably next year, because I'm not sure how many videos I'll be able to put out by the end of this year. But anyway, please do subscribe, and we'll see you on those ones. However, today we've got the Mortal Kombat 2 spawn, or is it Mortal Kombat 11? Should have looked this up beforehand, but we have the Mortal Kombat spawn, Commando spawn. So obviously he is the one that is in the game. So McFarlane also does the figures for the Mortal Kombat game and has implemented Spawn obviously into that game. So he also releases the figures like as if they're a part of that game, which is a bit odd, but technically they are a part of that game. But anyway, I won't go down that rabbit hole. This was released in 2021, making him, what, almost 3 years old? Not very old at all. But anyway, I'm actually really surprised by this figure, because I did not expect it to be this big. I kept seeing it around, and it was always around like $50 to $70, and I was always like, that's a bit expensive, but I did not realize it was so big. Like, this is bigger than the big figs that we've been unboxing. So that was a bit of a surprise to me, and with it being a bigger figure, we've also got a lot more details in there. So yeah, really looking forward to getting this one out. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Alright guys, so we've got the Mortal Kombat box, which is obviously this like yellow black. I think it looks pretty good with the Commando spawn. I think the colours kind of work well together with the red and the green. And also this flame piece is looking like really cool. But yeah, quite surprised this was so big. You've obviously got Mortal Kombat, I'm gonna say 11 on the side there. And then we've got this nice photo of Commando spawn here. So kind of wish they'd go back to the old advertising. I really love having the advertising on the box or somewhere where we can just see all the figures. And then we've got obviously a more portrait style one on the side here. But this is the top, and that's all yellow with McFarlane toys on it, and then the bottom, nothing too interesting. Got a weird sticker on it. I don't know why that's on there, but anyway, let's open him up and check him out. So nothing too interesting again, just 4 tabs on the top. However, we're not going to look at the figure straight away, because I noticed this. So this is a absolutely massive stand that they've provided with the figure. Like, it's as big as my hand. It's absolutely huge. That was, yeah, really quite the surprise for me. I thought that they would just have the little stand, or sort of like half the size of that one for him. But here he is here. We've got his gun. We've got his flame piece. And I must say he is looking really, really cool. And we've got the back, obviously the cape coming through the plastic, and there's some sort of wash on it which makes it look really good. Also a hard plastic cape, so very nice again. So let's just clip him out of his tags here. There's only the 2, one over the flame, one over his body, and that's it. So here's the flame, and I must say this is a really incredible piece. I mean, look at the detail on that. Definitely didn't need to go all out with all the spikes all over it, but they did, and yeah, it looks awesome. Fortunately, a couple here are bent, but overall this is a really, really nice piece. And then kind of not to another nice piece. I don't really like this gun. I think it's a bit short. They could have done something better, maybe a gunmetal sort of paint on it or something. I'm not really sure, but I just think that it could have been done a little bit better. So let's get Spawn himself out here, and this was quite the battle. Obviously it has been a little bit since I've done one of these videos and unboxed a figure. However, I didn't think that my ability to take the figures out of their plastic would be affected. However, yeah, he did not want to come out, so I actually ended up doing this off camera, and man, I like really destroyed the box getting him out. We did manage to get him out in the end though, thankfully. And here he is. So yeah, quite big. He obviously stands on his own without the stand, which is good, because if you don't want to display him on that stand, you don't have to. I will say he's a little unstable, but not much. We obviously got nice detail, nice wash on the cape here. But yeah, overall, I am really impressed with this guy. We obviously want his hand like this so he can hold his flame, but there's not much articulation around the rest of the figure. But yeah, pretty impressive. So now on to getting this out, and you would think this was gonna be easier. It wasn't for some reason, and I also took this off of camera to get it out. I pretty much say this every video, but I don't like that the stands are on the back, and you can see why, because I've absolutely destroyed the box here. And you know, be nice to put him back in there and display him. So this is the base, and there's no like made in China or anything on the back. That's a bit of a surprise. There's a bunch of scuff marks and stuff on the front, which we've kind of come accustomed to with these newer figures having, I don't know, some of them just have scuffs on the base, and that's just how it is. But overall, looks pretty good. So let's get Spawn on here. Just thought we'd check out the detail on his boots. That was a bit of a nice surprise that, yeah, they actually detailed them. So he just pops in like that. Say he's a little bit loose, but it's not too bad. I don't think he's going to come off or fall over. But I forgot to check the articulation, so we've got some in the elbow here, some in the wrist, none in the legs, and I think that's because he's such a big figure. They want to give him nice secure legs so he's not going to be falling over. This one can turn, but yeah, that's not going to do too much for him. And then nothing in this right arm here. There is a little bit in the hand, but with the glove being over it, you're not going to move it very far. None in the head, but yeah, we've obviously got some in the waist. But you know, I actually prefer them being more of a statue than a figure. So this is no problem for me, and I actually applaud it. Now we've got to get his flame on the hand here, and there's no like handhold or anything on the bottom. So again, this was another thing that I had to do off camera, but I will say just be careful with it. Obviously it's a little bit delicate, however it does need some pressure to actually slide it in there, and once you get it in, it does look quite amazing. So it's in now, and you can see that his fingers kind of come through here. I'm not sure if that's going to help anyone slide it in, but it does look really cool. Like, look at that, it's perfect. So yeah, I just thought that was really cool. But anyway, we got to get his gun in next, so let's do that. So again, this is another thing that I did off camera. Maybe I'm getting a bit rusty because I haven't done it in a couple months, but there it is there, and you can see his finger does slide into where the trigger is, so that's very cool, very nice. I'm glad when they do that. But anyway guys, I'm going to leave you with the showcase, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts.
Alright guys, that has been a look at Commando Spawn from Mortal Kombat. Let me know what you think of him down in the comments. I'm actually pretty impressed by this one. I really like the size of it. Unfortunately, he doesn't look too good next to the 30cm ones, the 12-inch figures, which is, yeah, definitely unfortunate. Though, maybe something could be done where you just have him propped up a little bit more. And yeah, he would probably look alright next to them. He obviously doesn't look too good against the 6-inch ones as well, but yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do about that. But overall, I think, you know, this is another amazing figure. I think that McFarlane could have definitely gone a little bit harder with some of the details, because being a bigger figure means that we notice like all these little rivets and stuff kind of being left. But there is a wash on the cape, which is very nice. I wish there was a wash on the wrists. It would kind of just give a bit more detail to all these cracks and things on the wrist and the spikes. Would have been a really nice touch. But yeah, I'm still really impressed with this one. I think if you haven't picked this one up, definitely do. This is a really nice figure. Definitely a centerpiece as well, because of the size. Let me know what you think of him down in the comments. Leave me a like, that would really help me out. And of course subscribe, because we're going to be looking at a lot more figures coming up. I'm not sure if I'm going to get any more videos out before the end of the year, so have a good Christmas, have a happy new year, and I'll see you guys on the next one.